Hey boys, welcome back to some more Bradman Cricket. We're still in the Big Bash here, taking on the Strikers. What game is this? I think it's like the 6th or 7th game. We're going along okay. We've won a few, lost a couple. We're actually coming off a pretty decent solo, or individual game I should say. Coming off our first 50 of the tournament, so hopefully we can back that up with another nice batting performance. We don't get a bowl in these 2020s, which is understandable. It is funny though, because I actually get the odd bowl in the Matador Cup, the 50 over comp. I don't know why, but occasionally I'll get a couple overs, and I never get a bowl in the first class. I never get a bowl in the 2020, but the 50 overs occasionally I get a trundle, which is funny. But we have come out and we started pretty nicely. A couple of shots through the covers there, and we did lose an early wicket, but I do like that. I just get to come in when the field's up and get to go a bit buck wild, so that's always fun. As third one in a row, not through cover this time, over cover, and that's going to be the second 4 in a row. This has been a pretty expensive over from Richardson. He did pick up the wicket though, so we're off to a bit of a flyer, but hopefully we can just keep it going as Ben Lachlan comes in, bangs that one in short, and we missed off time that absolutely terrible, and for some reason we don't take the 2. I don't know I don't know what the hell I was doing there. I guess I wanted to hog the strike. That's all I can think of right there. As Sean Marsh is going alright. Cadich obviously got off to a bit of a fly before he got out. And we started off pretty strongly, but we've had a bit of trouble just hitting the ball at the moment. Richardson a couple of dot balls, and to relieve a bit of pressure, we decided to go a bit of a slog route over wide mid on there. Pretty safe shot. He placed it. He bowled that one pretty perfectly to just pick up over the mid on man there. So we move on to 15, and we're 1 for 40 off bloody less than 4 overs. I mean, geez, we're going along at a fair rate here, and that's going to be our second boundary in a row. Richardson banging in short, and that seems to be the trend. We have a bit of a dry spell, can't really lay pat on ball, and then all of a sudden just hit a few boundaries in a row, as the lakeside field is pretty compact right there. I don't know why I was going to say impact. They do have the fine leg. He pitches it short again. I don't know what this bowling is. We go aerial that time. I tried to get under that, but that was actually 151 clicks. That's pretty quick. We were a bit late on it, but got enough bat to get over the infield and race away for 4. They still got that same field, so if he bowls it short again, it's going to go. See what he does here. He actually does bowl it short, and we don't hit it. I don't know. He did 3 short balls in a row. I guess I wasn't expecting another short one, so that's my excuse. As Polo comes in, another short one. I mean, I guess this might be the plan to us, because our front foot skill, we're obviously a front foot player, so maybe the teams are starting to wisen up to that and starting to get in short there. But I mean, we've pretty much our whole career so far, we've been fairly comfortable on the pull shot, so it's probably not the best tactic to employ, but if they want to keep doing it, then that's okay with me. As we hit that one straight to mid on. It's a bit tricky. Obviously, I'll say again, this is still before the patch. After the patch, when the patch comes out, it is easier to place a ball like through mid wicket and mid on there. But before the patch, it was just, I don't know, it was just hard to like get it through like a mid wicket area. So that's why you'll see a lot of balls go to like mid on and stuff. As Pollard there, a couple of dot balls again, and we decide to just release the shackles a bit, go for a bit of a slog. It's still the power play, it's still the fielding restrictions, so we should make the most of it, honestly. They got a deep cover. That is definitely an area I like to target. I like that extra cover area. As he bangs it in short once again, and this time, Pollard, he's not cranking it up too much, so we just lay back and connect straight over mid-on. That's a big hit. 85 meters, in fact. So Sean Tate comes in, and his first ball to us is a no ball, in fact. And that is a big no ball. That's terrible, Tatey. Trying to get a bit too much pace there. Oversteps the boundary. So a free hit coming up. And we don't try and do anything too silly. Just straight down the ground. And I thought this wasn't a 6, but it just clears the rope, obviously. The free hit sign was showing up, so I didn't see how far it was. Must have just cleared the rope there. But a nice shot, just He pitched it up in the slot, and we just followed straight through. So 41 off 18, and Sean Marsh has now picked it up to 20 off 12. So all of a sudden, we have just streaked away in this game. We've really put the pace down, put the foot down. As good running there, Marsh almost gets run out. That was a rocket arm from the boundary, direct hit, and he was probably gone. But it would have been pretty unlucky to be out like that. As the spinner Boda comes in here. And yeah, playing these games, obviously not the best at spin. I do get a lot better at the spin bowling. I learned how to bat against it, but these early games, not the best. And once again, a bit of a risky second, but I don't know who that fielder is out there, but he's got a bit of a bullet arm. Just the accuracy just wasn't there. As we actually get dropped. That one boats our hands on the head. That is a poor effort. It went straight to him at a snail's pace. We did not time that at all, but he's just put it down. So we get a bit of a reprieve, and we fit that one pretty well through the covers, but they do have the deep man out there now. And this is a time where it's a bit tricky to really put the foot down. It's probably just a bit of time to work the twos and stuff, just not lose any wickets. You know, there's a bit of trying to thought to just keep going on with it, but definite risk of getting out with the fielders back. And as you see, Tatey just picked up Marsh, so now there's a bit more onus on me to actually push on and get a big score. But that is our 50. That is our second 50 in a row. So we're starting to find a bit of form in the Big Bash. We've honestly contributed pretty nicely. We haven't really had a failure. Even in the first few games, we've still got like 20, 30. So I'm very happy with our tournament so far. We really need to make a big score this game though to really help the team out. Vogue is obviously a good batter. We still got Mitch Marsh to come in later, but don't really want to rely too much on the tail enders. We don't have the best tail end in the league, so we need to make the most of it. As we don't time that one too well, but we're going to sneak a second here. Mitch Marsh good running and goes to the keeper end regardless, so that moves us on to 55, I think it is. As Boda still comes in. Current run rate still over 10 and over, so we're just cruising here. 2 wickets out. Still plenty of time to unleash, as that one's placed well enough, mistimed well enough to take another second. Not a bad throw, but gonna get home comfortably. As Tate comes back into the attack, and we're actually looking to attack a bit here. We thought we would have a bit of a go with the pace back, and we almost get clean bowl right there. I don't know how to miss leg stump, so we should probably be a little careful as Tate's ripping it up here. And we do edge that one straight to the keeper. I was pretty annoyed. We were on 57. We were looking really good for a potential 100, but for some reason they give me the option to challenge. I don't know why the hell they... I mean, obviously edged it, but yeah, a disappointing way to go. You know, we probably should just kept working the twos for the present time, but you know, we went for it. Probably the right decision at the end of the day. You got to keep going. You can't just slow up too much. But it does look like we just snuck away with the win here. It's pretty close. We actually didn't get as big a score as I would have liked with the stars. As you see, who is that? I don't know who that is. We got 188. I mean, that's pretty decent. But, you know, the last 10 overs weren't the best. We actually pick up man of the match. I think that's our first man of the match of the career. So, not a bad effort. I didn't even realize we won by 1 run. They were only 4 wickets out. Oh boy, I don't know how they lost that, but that's good. Good bowling by our team to restrict them at the end there. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.